Choose your hero. Prepare for battle.
Play better the next day.
Go fish.
So, probably. I mean, I gotta say Execration. Like, this Ricky quad matchup is not great for Ricky. I played a couple of times. You get harassed out of lane pretty easily. You can't really see as comfortably. Fnatic might win simply because they're the better team, but if they're 50-50, then Execration should take this.
I think chat's gonna vote Fnatic, and I just lost all my Twitch points, so I got to start winning them back, and I think the better odds are going to be on Execration, so I'll put my Twitch points on Execration again.
30 seconds to battle.
And on to game number 2. I'm just giving the reason why Twitch chat is the better return.
It is.
Those Twitch points are important. Got to be able to highlight my messages. I need to be able to spam some emotes.
I mean, it's a good gamble, especially this game. I feel you have a superior draft.
The battle
Honestly,
begins.
mid lane should be easy, bot lane should be easy. The only lane they might struggle in a little bit, but I'm not even too sure about that. Top lane. But I think XTN has a very good chance of just winning all 3 lanes here and snowballing really hard. Because Ricky, you know, even the 25 talent, like you attack the target, whichever you tell it to, attacks. I don't know what I just said there, but you know what I mean? It's really awkward with Ricky because he doesn't attack a lot, you know? And also his tricks of a trade it's a very weird interaction between those 25. It's not a Monkey King, it's not the same power spike at all. So we'll have to see how it goes. I just don't believe in this Ricky IO duo just yet. Maybe they can prove me wrong.
And you're expecting Execration to potentially win all 3 lanes. We saw that in the last game from Fnatic. You know, it almost came back to bite them with a couple of misplays here and there where Execration were starting to pull back. Yep. I don't think that was a one-sided game at all. I know a lot of people will probably just kind of glance back at that one and be like, oh, they were up 10K pretty early on and held on to that net worth lead for the majority of that one. But Execration, to pull from that, I think there were some really good performances in that, you know, just fell up short.
Definitely, they had a chance to win that game. Fnatic outperformed them in the end, but there's definitely, you know, they can take a game of Fnatic. It's not like Fnatic is a huge favorite here. They have a slight edge, but I think can go.
Yeah, so we'll see which team ends up taking it. I'm always a fan of game 3s, so I'm hoping that, you know, we do get one of those. Overall, though, hoping for a good game today. Tether, Raven is on this Wisp, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough to save DJ. One more shot needed. They just don't have anything more to throw, and he will salve himself up. Almost first blood for Execration.
Yeah. Little mistake by the Mars. He canceled one of his auto attacks, which could have been enough. Maybe not, depending on the Stouch proc of the Brewmaster. But, yeah. Didn't end up happening. Still, good aggression. Though you can see the damage potential from this lane.
Yeah.
As soon as the level 3, it will be almost doubled.
How do you...
A lot of pain to come.
How do you feel about that mid matchup? Ricky up against the Queen of Pain.
Ricky can, like, if he completely plays out of his mind, you know, he dodges every Shadow Strike with Tricks of the Trade, lasts it perfectly, he can do very well. Just as the levels go higher, you feel worse and worse. Because level 6 also, this ult just takes off half your health instantly, you know, you're not a very survivable hero. And just look at his damage. He just takes so much health damage from his Shadow Strike.
Going up top again for DJ. Inkswell pops. Couple more shots. Again, just short the damage. Now Rapido needs to run from Raven. It's so close to being enough, and they've fallen short just by a couple tens of damage. I know it's usually a couple hundreds, but tens. And we've got Cameron 201 right now in the mid lane. It's something I wanted to talk about with that Queen of Pain. We saw the build of the 203 with holding the point from Blink. Yep. Do you think we see that again up against the Ricky?
I think you really want to prioritize the minute 4 rune, so we're probably going to see one level in Blink at the very least. It's a very interesting build to not go Blink at all. Oh, so Stomp here. He does have a Firefly though.
Doing a lot of damage on him. Massaro sends him back, forces him to use that Firefly, opens up this and jabs on this Pangolier, just trying to maybe make this lane a little bit harder while the Bat Rider's out.
Yeah. So going back to that skill build, if you're level 6, you don't feel comfortable skilling ult because you don't have any levels of Blink, so it's very uncommon. Usually doesn't ever happen, just really when you dominate the lane.
That's not really a domination. It's 20-5 to 16-4, so pretty close overall.
Yeah. Now it's the rune
There's
RNG.
the 202.
Who's gonna get it?
It is top.
And an Arcane rune.
That feels really good for a Queen of Pain going up against this Ricky.
That feels really bad for the Ricky. You notice this CS might be a little bit deceiving because you do need to buy a lot of regen in this.
Yeah, so it's more so on the net worth if you take a closer look.
You can see 1k net worth advantage already.
Yeah, and we take a quick look over. 1,800 for the Queen of Pain, 1,600 for the Ricky. So it's not
that bad,
a
actually.
big split, but you can see.
And it should just get worse as the levels go higher. It's really going to come down to like who's going to do more on the side lanes. Ricky has potential to gank side lanes, but not nearly as explosive as a Quap, of course, with the Sonic Wave Scream combination. So we'll just have to see what the mid lanes can get done this game. We'll have to concede the bounty runes here. Juggernaut is a little bit too strong for them to fight.
Going into Ooh, almost swiped that bounty rune.
Yeah.
That would have been a quick little move right there.
But a lot of effort for nothing. While Quap was sitting in lane farming. No. Should reach 6 well before the Ricky, and then there should be a little bit of kill threat for a while.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll see if that's what it ends up being as Queen of Pain about to get that level 6 ring strike forward. Not a lot of mana left for Moon. Not enough mana for Tricks of the Trade at the moment, but first blood comes in from Massaro's kill off Yoi. That is a kill on the jug that don't think I was expecting.
This only happens when you make a huge mistake at Juggernaut. This should not happen. It's not supposed to happen. He just got caught off without balance. Into the trees. Well, half health on the Brewmaster getting healed up a lot. Is it enough? Not quite.
Just gets the kill there on DJ, and you thought it would be enough to heal him again. Third time,
it's
they
not
finally
the charm.
get the kill.
Or is the charm if you're Radiant.
It's either is or isn't, and depending on who you're rooting for.
Yeah, but again, Juggernaut dying in this lane is pretty big, because Bad Rider should not be getting these kind of kills, this kind of money. Like, he's almost even never with Juggernaut. Before that, he was behind by a good 600-700.
So he's really recovered quite well. Now you see that Moon's level 6, so he's gone 0-3-2-1, and then can back here.
Not
just trying to grab some stats. So 2-1-3, which
Dire's
is
middle
still
tower
similar
is
build.
under
Gets to level 7, goes to the Sonic Wave. It's similar to what we saw the last time on Queen of Pain.
Yeah, I mean, he just killed the stack because he got 7 from it. Anyways, to skill the ult, and he had a region rule packed up as well.
Radiant's middle
Bottle
tower
refill
is under
from the Pangolin here. Very nice.
With Masaru still level 5, I wouldn't mind the Queen of Pain coming bottom if I was Execration.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we just have to see the rotations. Like Ricky, he's not having the greatest game. He's the lowest farm of all cores right now. And a Ricky that is not snowballing, I really hope he doesn't go for the corrosion, by the way, because it's just gonna slow his timings down even more. This game, I think I would like to see probably a defusal, simply because the IO will be farming mainly, you know, and you want to pair up your bad weather with another person you can kill. Most likely it's going to be Ricky this game. I would like to see a more aggressive approach. Nice D ward. See if we get a couple of procs here. That's one. Nope. Too slow, no
Maybe
boots.
a second.
Just whack him back.
Well, back and forth and gets one proc.
Dire's
Ken
middle
going
tower
in
is under
far.
attack.
Aggressively, and Sonic Wave, they need more damage. They went in the sleep, but they don't have vision.
Oh no.
Oh, that
This
was a
is-
jump. Grimstroke has the sentry ward, apparently.
It didn't put it down?
Dire's middle
That's
tower
interesting.
is under attack.
Why not?
Dire's structures
Beats me. I have no
are
idea. That
fortified.
was a free Ricky kill. He should have died there, yeah. Brewmaster is taking mid lane, getting a lot of damage from the X12.
And
Stun.
will pop, and he's here with Ken. They should get the kill. Wow.
Lasso though,
Three was
Lasso.
enough, and now right on top of this quap, they've gotten the lasso, and Ken will die. It's Masaru who gets the kill. Moon gets involved. I believe the sentry might have been delivered a little bit late, because I saw the courier
is under
also going back home.
But that's the thing, you always need to be prepared to play against him like Ricky, jumping in as well. Trade.
Well, not going to survive. And another kill for Moon.
Still 2k net worth for Radiant though, despite all that.
Yeah. And you can see it's because the Ricky's pretty far down. He's in the bottom 5.
That's no
The supports are really rich from the Radiant side
Tell the
actually.
next
We see the
guy.
Brewmaster is 800 behind the Elder Titan. And Pango is a good 300 behind the Grimstroke as well. I really like this Grimstroke this game.
Dire's
If you
middle
leash,
tower is under attack.
you know, either the Ricky or the Pango to another target, they just can't play Dota, you can't use Trickster to
Dire's
trade, you
middle
can't use
tower
Blink Strike,
has
and of course you
fallen.
can't really Pango roll either. It's a big problem. They have to play teamfights really carefully on the Dire side. They're trying to steal a stack as well. Is the Quap. We'll steal one of them.
Dire's
Not
top
too big.
tower
Double damage
is under
and
attack.
take some gold out of the hands of Fnatic. He
Radiant's
is
bottom
top, just
tower
farming
is under
away. He's got
attack.
that Morbid Mask going Maelstrom after.
Yep.
Now, looking mid.
Kill again.
Kill on a DJ. This crew's been blown up a couple times. Raven's coming over. Doesn't really have a lot of map to play with.
Top tower is
And
under
now they hit
attack.
the spear. He goes into the tree, avoiding the sleep, gets speared up, and he's in a lot of trouble. They've got the tether, but the Sonic Wave is the finishing blow. Can't get low. Moon trying to jump. The sleep avoided by the tricks of the trade. Blink Strike back
Dire's
to
top
the
tower
Satyr.
is under attack.
And Moon's able to escape.
Dire's
Nice try.
structures are
Compared to see Ricky
fortified.
without items is actually, you know, such a lackluster hero. Like, he just didn't do anything there.
Trying to make a move. Masaru's coming back
Radiant's
in.
bottom tower is under
RR
attack.
just getting right foot onto his back. Tricks of the trade, flame breaks. They'll get the kill. This causes the Ricky to be in a lot of trouble. The arena's down, the spear is there, the blink strike to Ken, but Moon dead afterwards. DPC with the finishing blow. 3K lead for Execration, 10 minutes into the game. They didn't exactly win all 3 lanes, but since the laning phase, they played aggressive and they won the next step.
Yeah, they have a lot of good tools to work with. The Arena,
Mine is
Quap
truly
Ult,
a blessed
as well
place.
as the Juggernaut, of course, being one of the stronger fighting carries. They're making good work of it. 4K ahead now, minute 10. Building up a very solid lead. Juggernaut going for the Mom first into Maelstrom, big fan of that. Gives you a lot of
Radiant's
soul
bottom
potential.
tower is under
Whoever you
attack.
omnisect is die at this point.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Grimstroke hits that 6. He's actually level 7 now.
scanning.
Elder Titan, no. He's
Radiant's
getting
bottom
close to
tower
level
is
6.
under attack.
Yep. They do have
Dire's top
Spit now
tower is under
available as
attack.
well for the Brewmaster. As well as the roll, there's a lot of team for potential on the Dire side now. They have Lasso as well.
They're They have the jug up top. They're bringing these heroes smoked bottom. I don't know if it's going to be in time. It's not a fast tower. They could probably catch them on the retreat if they're quick enough.
Has fallen.
Immediately the TP over from the jug showing, but everybody else is coming around the back. So they want to go for Raven. They want to try and get something out of this. Give them that 2-1 tower practically for free. But now if they can make a pay on the side of Fnatic, this is going to be well worth the side of Execration. They missed the spear. They've got to tether back over to the siege creep. Now Swashbuckle comes through and they take out Rapido. Down bears are hard. Execration. God can on the run. He's silenced up. Blade Fury right on top of the Ricky who's stunned, but they just don't have the damage on the move. Everyone surrounds him through heroes. Gone. Sonic Wave comes in. That finishes off Moon. They're thinking about rejoining as Ken and Yoi are close. This is a tough one to get. The second you get disarmed on this jug, it could be problematic in finishing these kills. Raven TP's out, and Fnatic just lose Moon. I thought that was going to go way worse for them with the way Execration were pinching, but I think Fnatic, they pull it off.
Wasn't quite misplayed, but we see the initiation here on the bed.
Oh.
That fits bad. Happens, you know. Just gonna move on. But the initiation of the bot lane was very weird. Juggernaut was running in alone, spinning the IO. And then on the back line, they were getting destroyed by the Bad Rider, while the two core heroes were actually focusing on the IO as well as the Bad Rider. And there's nothing, I don't know, they just missed all their spells. They didn't have Arena ready, they didn't have Quappled ready, and just everything felt kind of disconnected, kind of rushed, you know. The tower was already dying, and they TP'd in last second. They didn't have like a clear idea what they wanted to do.
One thing I want to talk about is we saw that the Orchid was being built on Raven. We talked about this the last time we saw it on an IO. It was first item, Orchid win. I think the consensus between the panel and us was, why not Axe first?
Yeah, but they were way further behind at that point, and this time they have a Quap and a Juggernaut that both hate playing against Orchid.
Yeah.
Last time they completed Orchid, I think the enemy had like 2 BKBs up already, so it wasn't a very useful item. But this game, I think it can do a lot of damage.
3K lead, Nasaros, no Blink Dagger, working on it.
Yep.
He's got those boots of travel though. Use that Firefly pretty preemptively, not going to find anything with it. However, again, Execration, they're starting to pinch. See if they can get something done. They're building the Yules on the Mars, so these Blink initiations just not there for either team just yet. And Yoi will show himself top. Pango also going for Blink. It's one of the items I love most on Pango. I know it's not damage item or anything like that. Blinking with the Rolling Thunder always seems like a good addition to me. Lasso on the Mars. They're going to drag back this Rapido Mars into the hands of this Brew DJ.
Freebie.
Yeah, it's a freebie with the rest of Execration just continuing to farm and control these lanes out in top and mid. It gets Orchid on the Queen of Pain. So maybe the response isn't there because they want to finish these items.
Yeah, now they have to be careful on the die side as well. But this Quap can die really easily. They have a lot of disables. They have the smoke screen of Ricky. Soon the Orchid on IO as well. As soon as that's completed, there's a lot of kill threat on this Quap. Until he has his BKB. Once Quap has BKB, he will be the dominant force on the map. But that will be maybe 5, 6,
is under attack.
7 minutes, depending on how you know, well his game is gonna go from here on out. Is he gonna find a couple of solo kills, or is he just gonna die? Let's wait and see.
Here's the Orchid for Raven. Smoked up on Fnatic. Full team smoke's gonna break. Citadel thrown out. DJ thinking about it.
Pump faking, yeah.
Pump faking the primal split. Blink Dagger now for the Battle. He just got a big surge of gold.
Yeah.
Because he was at 1,200 gold the last time we took a look.
I think there was a huge ancient stack, possibly, because the gold difference also went down to 1K rather than 3K. Something big must have happened.
Yeah, immediately getting into that Blink Dagger, which is massive considering the fact that for the Mars, you know, you still want that Blink, and he's still going for Yules. That's the reveal. The Jug, who silenced Soulbind's just not in time. They've used the primal split. They're going to commit a lot to this. The Arena's down. The spear misses, though. He's still on the Mars. It'll pop while he's in the air. Cycloned up. BDZ on the run. Ken trying to get what he can. He dusts up this Ricky. But now the Cyclone again. Stroke of Fate onto Moon. God's Rebuke hits. They're eventually going to turn onto this Queen of Pain where they've got the silent swashbuckle in. The spear hits on a DJ, but it won't latch onto a tree. They'll follow that up with a kill on BDZ. They'll look look for the Mars. They'll make it a fourth. The only one able to survive is the Elder Titan. And now Fnatic have themselves a 1K lead. They've got Blink Daggers on both the Pangolier as well as the Bat Rider. And things are falling apart for Execration.
It's looking real rough right now. The first Orchid reveal, Quap did nothing. Whereas Weber last instantly killed the Juggernaut. They have a lot of problems to deal with right now. Quap can die very easily, as well as Juggernaut. They need defensive items ASAP, but I don't think Fnatic is just going to farm them. They have 2 Blink Daggers now, they got an Orchid up. It's go time for Fnatic now, they have all they need.
Here's the defusal you were talking about for the Ricky too.
Yeah, he had to go for the defusal this game, because they had like too greedy of a lineup. But his defusal also, they have no way of dispelling it. You know, if he jumps on the Quap, he can solo kill his Quap very easily. Same as the Juggernaut, honestly. Juggernaut is in big trouble here as well. The Mars as well. They just have a lot of problems to deal with right now.
You can see that the smoke's a big, the smoke screen's a big problem for the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, huge problem. Always will be one of the best problems for the hero. Oh.
And Pangolier not enough damage yet, committing the Sonic Wave. Needing that kill on Jabs, taking away his kill spree. And now Queen of Pain going for the Force Staff,
I really hope
which is
it doesn't
desperately
go through
needed.
with that. I feel like Force Staff is kind of a bait. It helps you, but it doesn't make you scale at all. You know, if you go for this Force Staff, the enemies will outscale you easily. I'd rather that you have a BKB and you can blink into the backlines to make things work. Oh, so Juggernaut, he comes to division off.
On the slash, so on the Soros! Easy. Takes out the Bat Rider. Moon rethinking this, but he's under a Sentry Ward, and that's going to be shown. They've got the dust on the Moon. They're looking for the sweep. They won't land it onto the Ricky, who blink strikes back to the creep wave. The dust also misses.
So bottom now.
Ricky survives the chase. And now you learn the Elder Titan, who's silenced and immediately dispatched. They got the kill on the Gilly's Courier. They'll take out the Jug too, coming through and just ripping him apart.
Yeah, Orchid didn't expect that one, even though he should have, you know. They saw the IOTP away. They got a good kill on the Bat Rider, but again, fell apart afterwards. Relocate middle.
And there is the defusal with the smoke screen. They go after this Queen of Pain. They'll get the kill. Raven on a killing spree. This is just movement all over the map for Fnatic. Shifting the net worth. It was 4K in the favor of Execration. Now a 2K lead for Fnatic. And it's just the defusal, the smoke screen that's keeping the Queen of Pain silenced the entire time. I was going to say the Force Staff is needed to get out of the smoke screen, but I, could just get that BKB.
But then what? If you get Orchided after, build those guys. You know, the BKB is necessary, whether you build it after or before the Force Staff, you will need it either way. So it might be worth itemize
it. Raven, can they get the kill on both of them? They take out one, they lose all the chases on, but they've got the Cyclone onto Jug. So Repeater drops down the arena. They've got the Phantom's Embrace that's out onto Jabs. Who will take it off and go into the Rolling Thunder, jump over the cliff, and look for Repeater. As this quick stroke, the Blink brings him back. He gets the kill on Repeater. Takes out DPC. The stars with the triple. Down goes Jabs and Ken and Yoey need to survive with the help of RR, but they split that sleep in between this Brewmaster and Raven. He slept, but he's not killed. There's no follow-up to it. They've got the left, so they have the silence. They take out Yoey. The Sonic Wave as well as the Earth Splitter comes in, but it's not going to be enough damage to take out these heroes on the side of Fnatic. Execration losing numbers and losing a grasp on this game.
Yeah, the last one I expended. I don't know how he got all these 3 kills without using his lasso. It's
Radiant's
just got
middle
to be out.
tower is under attack.
They don't have any hard disable actually, other than the spear. Ooh,
Just
close.
barely.
No, good pick off
Radiant's top tower is
on the
under
retreat
attack.
there. But yeah, Io is gonna have his BKB. He is very, very rich suddenly. Now his BKB is up on Io. They do have damage through BKB, but it's still gonna be very rough to see the fight here again. Starts with a perfect spear on the Ricky. Soul binding both Io and Ricky together, getting the Ricky kill. But on the backline, the Bat Rider is dealing so much damage. You can see here. It's too much to handle right now.
Meanwhile, live in the bottom right corner, they get the kill into the Queen of Pain again. It's that Orchid from Raven, that damage coming through. But back to the replay. Look at that, the blink back, Rolling Thunder, BDZ, Rapido both falling. Like, it's such a disruptive item when you've got that Blink Dagger with the Rolling Thunder, and you didn't even need to use it till late when 3 heroes moved up avoiding him. That's a Braze takes it well. There's the silence
just in time. They're going to relocate into this one. They've got the arena as well. So the speed of the hits, they on the jabs. Raven trying to get some help. Masaros Hill yank away. They got the sweep on a Raven. Now they've got the silence out of the Mars, and he can't get out of this. He's getting chased down. Tricks of the trade, and there's the blink strike.
Radiant's courier has been
Yeah, we have seen so much of this Battlefield Aghanim Ricky that people have kind of forgotten how much damage he actually deals with the Fusel Blade as well. How much pickup potential he has. He killed the Queen 3 times, the Mars multiple times, the Juggernaut even, you know. This build is paying off big time right now.
Yeah, Fnatic really pulling through with a 7K lead. This is tough for Execration because they did everything right in the beginning of the game, I thought. Their lanes went relatively well.
They were decently, not as in favor of them as I thought they would.
Yeah.
But the Juggernaut dying to the Bad Rider set him up for a really good game on that Bad Rider.
Wow.
That should never happen because Bad Rider is such a problem right now.
Smoke screen again, but they've got the silence on the Ricky, so he's going to turn tail. They also dusted him, so he wants to be better safe than sorry.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Bottom tier
has
2
fallen.
taken out by Raven by himself.
Yeah. This IO is pretty much unkillable right now unless you can isolate him, get a full Omni Slash on him. But even then, he itemized into Maelstrom. He won't deal too much damage through that BKB.
Radiant are scanning.
Goes Maelstrom, all magic. Needs, what, 600 gold until he finishes his Manta Style? But is it a little too late, perhaps?
Yeah. It seems like it could definitely be that late. AK down, it's troublesome.
And Quok did end up committing for the 4-step. I'm not a big fan at all.
We'll see if it ends up saving. If it saves Ken's life twice, 3 times. Soulbind's out. That's going to leash up the Brewmaster onto the Bat Rider, but BDZ, he dies soon afterwards. That's Soulbind for nothing at the moment. They've got the silence to follow that up on both the Brew as well as Bat, but what else do you have to go for this? And nothing showing, at least right now, from Execration.
Yeah, I just realized actually that they have pretty much no combo with the Grimstroke at all. Just the leash, but what? Then like a Shadow Strike on 2. Pretty much all you can think about. He's finishing the BKB on Ricky very shortly. It's gonna be, again, they have no real BKB damage. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, and soon the Heart's going to be finished on Raven too.
Yeah.
Where he'll feel pretty unkillable.
I feel like, honestly, in this game, you don't even need to tether the Ricky, you just tether the Bad Rider, and he just goes ham in the team. Like, if the Bad Rider can't die, this is the only problem, sustain, he will dish out a ton of damage.
Courier's coming across for the Jug, delivering that Manta finish with the ulti orb.
Generation.
Don't get me wrong, Radiant can still win. They have good setup with the arena, plus Earth Splitter, everything. They have a lot of damage potential, but Fnatic will kind of have to give it to them, you know? Fnatic has very good chances to cut into the back line, and they're going in right now, looking for a lasso, possibly a defusal initiation on the Ricky. Of course, they have to relocate on the IO. Be really careful here on Radiant. They don't want to take this fight. Picking out one by one. See if we have any stragglers left behind.
Rapido still there in the trees. Oh, avoiding him.
So close.
He needs to get out, and now they've spotted him. They've got the silence.
Huh? Missed his trade of the fix though. They didn't see him.
And he's out. Meanwhile, Raven, though, just solo kill on again while they're searching for that Mars.
He actually got lassoed by Bad Rider, obviously. And then Orchid, follow up. Easy kill.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. 4-step sounds cute, you know, but it doesn't give you anything. It gives you no health. Gives you literally only the ability to reposition yourself a little bit. It's not a core item, in my opinion, in this game. It can't be.
Solo's the new duo. He's been caught by Raven. They got the loot shot for the Ricky. The chase is on though from Fnatic. They don't want to leave this fight. They're going to Decker as well. The top of the arena's going to be caught by Rapido. They'll look for the suit in the back lines. Fnatic's going to be pulling BKBs being long durations. Jabbing with the Rolling Thunder about to run out. They get the kill onto the Jug, and now they'll look for more. With that, the Jug's damage is gone. They'll go for DPC. They get the kill on a Grimstroke. He'll buy back immediately. Vane's been silenced up once again. They got the tether onto the Ricky. They land the sleep, but Moon will be relocated back out towards the tier 2 tower. They'll look over at Jab. A lot of damage Bonus Tangolier, and now the spear hits onto the Ricky. They get the kill on the Jet, they'll look for more, but it's just not going to be enough damage with the tether from Raven onto Moon. Rapido's in a bad spot. He's dead for 47. He doesn't have buyback, and problems are arising for the side of Execration. They already bought back up DPC. He's about to be dead again under the flames of Firefly. He's gone for 70. Ainswell's not going to matter. Moon is chasing. He gets the kill on RR. 4 heroes gone on the side of Execration, and all they lose is Jabs. They're still holding onto the Aegis. They're looking for the tier 2 top, but it's a 16k lead for Fnatic, where Execration have heavily fallen out of this game.
Yeah, so this is the problem with any draft against Io. If you ever fall behind,
Radiant's top
he has a
tower
hard right
is
now.
under attack.
Whoever he's tethered to, he won't die, and Io himself obviously won't die either, simply because he has like a 70, 80 permanent HP region.
Yeah.
There's just no damage output from the Radiant right
Radiant
now.
structures
The itemized
are
Pure Forster, support build, Lasso again on the quad.
Lasso, Rolling Thunder, that's going to come through, and Flame Break there. And duo kill this time. They'll also take out Rapido through down the arena, but it's not doing anything at this point. They're just too far ahead, up 20k. Tips are now coming through. Rapido, he'll happily take the 50 shards. He'd rather be
Radiant's top barracks are under
bleeding,
attack.
but
Sad part is
Radiant's
you don't
top
actually get
barracks
them.
has fallen.
Because in private lobbies, they always reset after the game.
Radiant's top barracks has
It's
fallen.
unfortunate. So you get tipped, but not really.
it's a fake tip.
Yeah, it's just a Batman tip.
Chemical disarm.
Has a dual some hunger as well, adding even more survivability. This whole diet is so
Radiant's middle
survivable
tower
now.
has fallen.
Brewmaster with the split, of course. Pango with the Eul's Blink. Ricky has
Radiant's middle
BKB,
tower
naturally
is under
Ricky,
attack.
and then you have whoever this Io is tethered to is just pretty much immortal. Like, look at this Ricky just tanking power. He doesn't care at all.
And now tethered again, go for the tier 3 mid.
Look at this health lead. It's ridiculous.
I don't even know if a team wipe is enough here to bring Execration fully back into it. It really depends on how they execute. But they'll look for the silence. They've got the Ainswell back in time for the Ricky. They'll take the Aegis out of his hands. The Aegis was about to be reclaimed, so he's having to use it before it is. Soulbind comes in. They've got the tether. They'll look over the Queen of Pain. The Omniscience is bouncing around, but it's not going to be enough damage. They get the turn again. They'll look over for the red. Yowie now outside the Omniscience. The arena down around 3, but it's not he's stuck in with them. It's them who's stuck in with him. And they'll get the kill on Rapido. They've got themselves through. They fought back at the Queen of Pain, and they'll look for more. The Primal Split committed by DJ, and they're chasing this Queen of Pain. The swashbuckle hits. Down goes Ken. Gone for 78. They hit the stun on the Elder Titan. They'll just turn around the moon. They'll chase down this Elder Titan. There's only 2 alive inside of Execration. Now make it 1. The Cyclone into the air as the jumper GG is called. Once he hits the ground, he should be dead. Right's going to do it before the Ancient falls. Yes, they can. Full team wipe for Fnatic.
Fnatic.
Will put the dagger in, and they will turn it into a 2-0 victory over Execration.